biggest scandal in U.S. history. The CIA targeting a decorated lieutenant general in our military who was getting ready to pull the curtain on the wizard, show everyone what Obama had done and the intel community had done in our names. They target him from 2014 on. They then start a Spygate spying scandal. And because the CIA has no arrest powers, they use their political friends, Harry Reid, to get the FBI to open a case on Flynn, lying the entire time about where they're getting the information to open the case on, and then sending the same people the CIA got the information from to the FBI to appear like they're verifying the information the CIA's lying about to start the case in the first place. Holy So you get the premise here. Someone wanted Flynn taken out as early as 2014. I believe it was Brennan and his CIA and the Obama team because they knew this guy was big trouble. And when Trump hired him in an election they didn't think they were going to lose, it was really, really big trouble. The question becomes if they had nothing on Flynn, the FBI, because they didn't open up the case on August 10th, even though it was about Flynn. I'm telling you, this whole thing's about Flynn the whole time. The CIA wants the FBI to open up these spying cases to take out Flynn because they're worried Flynn is going to talk about all the weaponization of intelligence.
Right.
How was it that the FBI opened up these cases knowing they were eventually going to have to swear to information in court that was true? How did they get duped? Well, the answer is they got willingly duped. I've been telling you forever, and I think we're the only show talking about it. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. I'm not trying to get ahead of anyone else. But an operating thesis of this show for a long time has been the CIA under John Brennan's guidance clearly misled the FBI through Harry Reid about what their basis for pushing them to open up an investigation into Russian collusion was. They were telling the FBI in one simple nugget and takeaway, we have a source telling us Trump's colluding with the Russians. It's serious. You guys need to look into it. It wasn't serious. It was the Steele, Halper, Dearlove back channel, and they lied about it. Why? Why lie about it? Because the information was false. The dossier was false. The allegations about Lakova and Flynn at the 2014 dinner were false. It was all false. But they lied about it, making it seem like it had come from a credible source, thinking the FBI would take it seriously. So then also, when Halper, the spy working with the FBI later, shows up at the FBI office to talk about this Russian collusion, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the Bureau doesn't know this is coming from Halper. The CIA tips, that is. I know this is complicated, and my deepest apologies, but gosh, it is so important. Book 3 will hammer this. The FBI doesn't know Halper is working with the CIA. They don't know.
Okay.
They're hearing it from Halper in this August 11th briefing where he's like, Flynn, he was at this dinner and we think he was fooling around with this Russian-born academic. Oh, collusion. And they're like, oh my gosh, we heard this same stuff from politicians in the CIA. It's verified now, Joe. It's got to be real.
Right.
Well, I've showed you a million times. I'm going to show it again. But Lisa Page's testimony, an FBI lawyer working on the case on Capitol Hill with Mark Meadows, where Mark Meadows asks her specifically, were you aware that this same channel that fed you guys the information was also giving it to the CIA? And she says, no, that would be very unusual. I'm telling you, she's not lying. They think Halper's confirming what they've heard from the CIA when Halper's only confirming what he already told the CIA. How I missed this text from one of my sources is just unforgivable. You need further evidence that the FBI got duped, but wanted to get duped? McCabe hated Flynn. In other words, they may have sensed something was up, but they ignored the warning signs. Look at this magic text, and I mean magic for all the wrong reasons. This is a Peter Stroke, Lisa Page text. I'm going to read it and translate it for you. He says to check email. Keep in mind, I'm reading this verbatim, how he texts it, so it's not me messing up the English here. He says, Stroke, to Lisa Page. Stroke is the lead FBI investigator. He says, we got the reporting on September 19th. He's talking about the Steele reporting. That's the date the FBI still publicly alleges they got the dossier. So he says, this is him. This is not open. This is him texting. There's no reason for him to lie. He's texting his girlfriend. He doesn't know we're going to be reading this later. He says, we got the reporting on September 19th. Looks like, the word is redacted. So he's saying, looks like someone got it in early August. The name's redacted. Wow, isn't that suspicious? Looking at, again, it's redacted. Their replies to me, it's not clear if he knows if or when he told them. But blank and blank, it's redacted, talked with blank, redacted. They're both good and will remember. Listen to this line. It's not about rubbing their nose in it. I don't care if they don't know. I just want to know who's playing games and is scared and is covering. I totally get it will never be provable. How did I miss this? Yeah, gavel on my melon. The verdict is in. You screwed this. How did I miss that? That's been sitting in my inbox forever. That's my whole theory proved right there. Let me translate that for you. Stroke has been told, the lead FBI investigator, that they didn't get the dossier till September 19th, the Steele stuff. He's telling his girlfriend in a text, let me just fill in the blanks for you. BS, the CIA had this stuff as early as August, and now we know it. They're leaking to the media. But don't worry, I'm not going to rub their nose in it because none of that's provable anyway. That's right there. How did I miss this? The verdict is in. I missed it. How did I miss that? I didn't miss the theory's right, but the proof was right there. They were BSing the whole time, the FBI and the CIA and the Bureau didn't even care. Stroke knows they're being BS'd. He sees the red flags. He sees the media leaks coming in. He believes the CIA's leaking. He suspects the information they're getting from Halper through the Dear Love channel, through Steele, all the same channel. This UK connection CNN writes about. He suspects the CIA had it in early August. They had it earlier. And that they're lying to them, that they're saying it's from someone else. It's from other kids. But now do you see why Lisa Page is not lying in her testimony? They had suspicions they thought would be unusual, but instead of doing the right thing and saying, hey guys, I got bad news. We just opened up a FISA spying case based on information from a source we thought was corroborating another source, but it's the same source. I think the CIA's duping us. Instead of doing the right thing, they did the easy thing, and they attacked their political opponents, Mike Flynn. Biggest scandal in U.S. history. The CIA targeting a decorated lieutenant general in our military who was getting ready to pull the curtain on the wizard, show everyone what Obama had done and the intel community had done in our names. They target him from 2014 on. They then start a Spygate spying scandal. And because the CIA has no arrest powers, they use their political friends, Harry Reid, to get the FBI to open a case on Flynn, lying the entire time about where they're getting the information to open the case on, and then sending the same people the CIA got the information from to the FBI to appear like they're verifying the information the CIA's lying about to start the case in the first place. Holy
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud and follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.